Okay, wave. Good morning.
Good morning, Facebook friends.
How are you today?
We're at the Paris Public Library, Paris, Texas, for story time. And do you know it's December 1st already?
Really?
How did it become December already? Wow!
How many days until Christmas? Today is the 1st?
Do you know how many days for Christmas?
24, maybe?
24. Oh my goodness, that's around the corner. Okay, so let's look up here. We're going to do the Thumbkin song. Some of you have heard this one before. Some of you have seen this video before. But our fingers are going to talk to each other. That's pretty silly. Okay, so we're going to start with our thumbs, and then we are going to just follow along with the video. You guys ready? Yeah. Are your fingers awake today? Yeah. Maybe we should shake them out. Shake them out, get them ready. Okay, here we go.
Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run, rain, run.
Your pointer.
Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away.
Tall man.
Where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man?
Here I am. Here I am.
How are you this morning?
Very well, I thank you.
Run away, run away.
Green man.
Where is Ring Man? Where is Ring Man? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where's the valley? Where's the valley? Here we are, here we are. How are you this morning? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away, run away, run
Now give those fingers a clap. Is that kind of silly? Our fingers are talking to each other. They had cool little characters on there though, didn't they? Okay, well you guys can be seated. I'm going to show you something before I sit down. One of our handouts today, besides our cool stickers, is going to be this dot to dot or connect the dots. Have any of you ever done a connect the dot before? You have? Sometimes they use letters. Sometimes they use numbers. Well, this one has numbers on it. 1 through 21. So sometimes you start and end at the same place. On this one, you can kind of tell what it's going to be when you get done connecting the dots. Can you guys tell what it might be?
A reindeer.
A reindeer. So basically, when you connect the numbers and the dots, you're drawing in the body, right? You can already tell on that one. But look what I did. I did a sample one so you guys can learn how to do a connect the dot if you've never done one before. This one's kind of harder, even though it's an easy thing that we're going to do. It's kind of hard to tell what it's going to be the way I did it. So when we start counting, what number do we start with? 1. So see this dot has a 1 by it? And sometimes on connect the dots, you use a dot for 2 numbers. This dot is used for a 1 and it's used for the 6. But we're not going to start counting at 6, right? We're going to use the dot for the 1 to start with, right? So if I start with 1 and we're counting, do I go from 1 to 4? Should I draw a line from 1 and connect it to 3? What comes after 1? 2. Do you see a dot with a 2 on it? Is this a 2? I should have wrote the numbers there. Is that a 2? Is that a 2? Is that 2?
Yes.
That's 2. So when we do a connect the dots, we're going to count 1. We'll start at 1. I need to go on this side. So we're going to connect the dot. from 1 up to 2. You're supposed to draw a straight line. So what comes after 2 when we count? 1, 2, 3, and there's a 3 here, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go from 2 down to 3. Ooh, we're starting a shape. So we went 1, 2, 3. What comes after 3? 4.
Good.
Do I go up here?
No.
Do I go over there?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to connect the 3 dot to the 4 dot. I'm kind of upside down here. 4. What comes after 4? Over here? No. So I got to go all the way over to the 5. All the way to 5. And then remember the 1 dot is sharing the dot with a 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to here for the 6, right? You see the shape? You see it? Okay, so 5. We have to go down there to where the 6 is. And look what we made. So when you saw it with all the lines, it's like, what would that be, right? We couldn't see what it would be. So that's how you do a connect the dot. On this one, you can kind of tell already that it's going to be a reindeer because he has a head and a face and legs. So like we did on here, that's what you're going to do on here when you get home. You're going to start with 1, find the 1, go to the 2, 3, 4, and you're going to go all the way to 21. And then you'll end up making his body. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys will get that after story time, okay? Okay. Are you guys ready for a cool book? First I have to ask you, how many in here, how many children in here have already lost their teeth? Because all of us adults have already lost some of our teeth. You have loose teeth right now? Oh my goodness! That is a lot. Do they hurt or are they just wiggly? They're wiggly. And you've lost teeth? Have you lost any teeth yet? You've been to the dentist? How did that go? Oh, all clean. Good. Not yet. Not yet. Well, I want to tell you that is a natural thing because I know that sometimes the first time you get a wiggly tooth, it's kind of scary, like, what's happening to my body? Like, it's a scary feeling, but it's natural. You're supposed to have those baby teeth fall out so you can get big ones, okay? So you don't have to be scared about it, but I know it's kind of weird the first time you have that. Well, look at this guy. It's a bear. Bears lose too. Look at all his friends. All his friends. It's called Bears Lose Tooth by Karma Wilson. She does all these cool books with the bear and the animals. Look at him in his den, his cave. Let's see what happens. I wonder if he's scared when his tooth becomes loose. From a cave in the forest came a munch, munch, crunch as Bear and his friends all nibbled on their lunch. Bear savored every bite. He gulped and he gobbled. Then there in his mouth something wiggled and it wobbled. As Bear nibbled food, something moved when he chewed. It was Bear's loose tooth. Bear pointed in his mouth and he said, "Oh dear, my tooth feels funny. It's the one right there." Bear frowned and he worried. Tears welled up in his eyes. But how will I eat if my tooth says goodbye? He still has all those other teeth, right? But he's worried. Look at his friends. The hare, what is a hare? Do you know what a hare is? A rabbit, yep, the bunny. Hare said, "Open wide." Then he looked inside and he saw Bear's loose tooth. What good friends, they're all looking at it for him. Mouse squeaked, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, a new tooth will grow where the old used to be. Here's the mouse. We will help, said the wren. The wren. I know what to do. It's out with the old and in with the new. Are they going to try to pull it out?
Yeah.
You think so? The wren said out with the old and in with the new. Let's see what happens. So the wren perched on Bear's lip and he got a good grip on Bear's loose tooth. And they're all watching. He's going to try to pull it out. The wren pulled on the tooth with all of his might. Is it out? Asked the bear. But it stayed stuck tight. I'm a bit too small for the job, said Wren, so the owl grabbed the tooth, but the tooth stayed in. Owl's trying to pull it out. Here comes the badger. I'll try, and he gave a big pry on Bear's loose tooth. These are cool pictures, aren't they? Probably would never see this happen in the woods. They all took a turn, but the tooth wouldn't budge. They all took a turn trying to pull it out, but the tooth wouldn't budge. And then Bear used his tongue and he gave a little nudge. His tooth wiggled to and fro. Then what do you know? Bear's tooth fell out. All that pulling and wiggling, and then with his tongue, it fell out. There it is. Bear danced a big dance. Bear grinned a big grin. Bear held up his tooth, and he showed all his friends. Bear looked in the mirror and he laughed at his smile. A new tooth would come, but it might take a while. That night in bed, right next to his head, lay Bear's loose tooth. Put it on that little plate. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have a pillow, so you just put it right there next to his head. Let's see what happens. While he slept and he snored, a fairy fluttered in, and she left blueberries where Bear's tooth had been. Ooh, blueberries. That's cool. Yummy. She took the tooth and left the blueberries where his tooth was, see? Oh, and she's touching his nose while he sleeps. Yeah, she left the blueberries. He woke in the morning and found the sweet treats. Bear's friends came for breakfast. They sat down to eat. So they're all sharing the blueberries for breakfast. Bear gulped and he gobbled, and he felt something wobble. Uh-oh. What do you think? He felt something wobble. Bear's loose tooth. Oh, so he has another loose tooth. Yep, what do we say with the stories over the end? Yay! Did you guys like that book? Thank you. So we have lots of other great books by Carmel Wilson, and they're all about Bear and his friends. So that is one that you can check out. Or all the other thousands of books that we have in the other room in the children's department. Yay! Are you guys ready for a cool video? So before we do it, yes, you can stand up. I'm going to tell you, since we don't have all our winter gear on in here, we're going to pretend that we have mittens. What are mittens? Do we wear them on our head? No. On our feet? Oh, around our neck. Our hands. So we're going to pretend that we have mittens. We're going to do one hand first, then the next hand. This is a hokey pokey with snowmen, okay? Then we're also going to pretend we have boots on. Where do the boots go? On our feet. We're gonna do one foot, then the next foot. You'll see when we go. We're gonna pretend we have a long scarf. Pretend we have a nice warm scarf around our neck. We're gonna end up putting that in. And a hat. Where's the hat go? Like a stocking cap. Yeah, so those are the things. We're gonna use our imagination and pretend that we're wearing those things. Pretend it's cold outside and it's snowy and it's winter time and we're wearing those things. And we're gonna do the hokey pokey with those things with this funny song, okay? All right. You guys can spread out if you want. There's all this room. That way you won't hit each other when we do that. Yeah, you can spread out. Yes, and you're gonna be turning around in this song. This is the hokey pokey.
Come on, son, let's do the winter hokey pokey.
This is a funny one.
You put your right mitten in, you take your right mitten out, you put your right mitten in.
You know,
You do the
you turn yourself around.
you turn yourself around.
Around, yeah.
That's what it's all
Good job.
about.
Now your other.
That's what it's all
It's right there.
You put your left mitten in, you take your left mitten out, you put your left mitten in, and you shake it all about. Do the winter pokey, turn yourself
Turn
around.
yourself around.
That's what
Good
it's all
job.
about.
Oh, here come the reindeer.
That's what it's all about. You put your right
Alright.
in, you take your right boot out, you put your right boot in, and shake it all about. You do the winter pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Oh, we gotta do the other foot.
You put your left foot in, take your left foot out, put your left foot in, and shake it all about. You do the winter pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your winter hat in, take your winter hat out, put your winter hat in, and shake it all about. You do something,
You spin.
you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
You got a
You
scarf.
put your long scarf in, you take your long scarf out, you put your long scarf in, and shake it all out. You do the hokey pokey, you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You put your snow suit in, you take your snow suit out, you put your snow suit in, and shake it all out. You do the winter pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Oh, that's what it's all about.
Look at him.
Wonderful.
Isn't that a cool version of the hokey pokey? That's the winter pokey. Yeah, you guys can do that one at home. You can make up things. And you can imagine that you're wearing different things for winter time. Okay, you can have a seat. Oh, you guys like Pete the Cat. Remember when we did Pete the Cat at a pizza party
Yeah,
with all his friends?
we're gonna have these for you.
And we used they had all those different things that started with a P. They had pistachios and papaya, and pickles and popcorn and pepperoni on their pizza. Well, this one is Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes.
That's the one when I had it.
Did you see this one before?
Yeah.
Look how beautiful these pictures are.
Yeah. Can I have it?
Really
Have
colorful.
it?
Can you have it? You can check it out after we're finished. Okay. Well, this is written by, yes. This is written by Kimberly and James Dean. They're a husband and wife team, and they come up with all the stories, and they do all the paintings too. So they're authors and illustrators. And you know, we have lots of Pete the Cat books. Look at this cool page. That's a lot of cupcakes. And some of their, yes, you're right. Some are bitten. And there's a squirrel and the turtle and the bird and Grumpy Toad and there's the alligator. Some of their friends are in
And
here.
there's Pizza Cat too.
Where is he? Right here?
Yeah.
He's on the cupcake. Well, let's see what happens with the missing cupcakes. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Pete and Gus were as busy as could be. They were getting ready for the cupcake party and it started at 3. So they are getting everything ready.
My money is free.
Oh wow. They were making cupcakes for everyone. Pete and Gus counted them just for fun. Should we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do we do 10 with our fingers? Yeah, that many loose teeth. That's right. How do you do 10?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. So 5 plus 5? 10. So there's 10 beautiful cupcakes. They had 10 when they were finished. Let's see. Oh no, hang on. Some of the cupcakes are gone. They were sure there had been 10. Pete said maybe we need to count again. We counted 10, didn't we? They counted the cupcakes lined up straight. Now there were only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looked like someone had taken 2, but who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. We started with 10, now there's 8. Just then they found a clue. Gus said, look what I have found, sprinkles on the ground. I bet it was the squirrel. She loves sprinkles. So there's the squirrel. Squirrel said, it wasn't me, it couldn't be. I've been at the spelling bee. Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing now. Come and see. This was too weird. 2 more cupcakes had disappeared. Now there were only 6. Someone must be playing tricks. Should we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But who is playing tricks? But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found another clue. What are those? They're feet. Oh, it's that guy. Pete said, I bet it was the alligator. He loves to eat. Alligator said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been learning my ABCs. Uh-oh, they look back again. More cupcakes are missing. Come and see. Now there were only 4. Someone had taken 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we started with how many? 10. Who is taking these? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found another clue. There's a ladder there. I bet it was the turtle, said Pete. I know Turtle loves sweets. What do you think the turtle's gonna say? Turtle said it wasn't me, it couldn't be. I've been swimming in the sea. That's fun. Uh-oh. You see back here, look at that picture. We'll make sure you see that picture. What's happening in the picture in the back? Oh, you see that? So it couldn't be him. Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. We saw in the back. We saw the picture. What on earth was going on? All the cupcakes were now gone. Oh my. Pete and Gus did not know what to do. They started looking for another clue. So here's more. Yes. sprinkles and feed and cupcake wrappers. They started looking for clues and you found them. They found Grumpy Toad with icing on his face. That's a good clue. Pete and Gus had solved the case. You know what he says? Yes, and icing on his face. I am so sorry it was me. I could not stop with just one. I ate and ate till there were none. Oh my goodness, he could not control himself. Wonder what they're gonna say. Everyone agreed that Grumpy Toad would have to miss the fun. He couldn't come to the party. He could not come after what he had done. But then Pete said, but wait, Grumpy Toad made a mistake. This is true. Let's give him a second chance. That's what friends do. So Pete told Grumpy Toad they would give him another chance. He was so excited he did a happy dance. So look what else he did. The night of the party was so much fun. Grumpy Toad brought more than enough cupcakes for everyone. So it's like he's replacing all the ones he ate. He made sure he brought all the cupcakes and even more. So there he is with all these cupcakes. Pete the Cat's cupcake party. They always have fun parties in these books.
We need a cupcake party.
Yeah. Pizza and cupcakes and that's what they did. Yeah, their cupcake party. And what do we say?
We need a cupcake party.
We got a cupcake party. Well, we might be having cupcakes during our Valentine's Day party.
There you go.
Yes, we're gonna have a Valentine's Day party on the 8th, which is the week before Valentine's Day. So remember that for February. Okay, that's in a few months, but it'll be here like that. Okay, so we have some things to announce before the end of story time. One big thing, of course. So we have a connection with Pet Partners down in Dallas to have therapy dogs and therapy animals do their training and come and do their evaluations here and whatnot. So is there anything that you want to say special about this one?
If you know anyone that wants to volunteer with their pet, go out in the community with your animal and bring joy to someone else. We are going to have a Zoom meeting here on January 18th to learn more about that. Tell a friend, you know, an animal lover, because it's the handler and the animal both that make a good visit. So they're the ones that come here when we do our Read With Me on Saturdays.
And there's a sign-up sheet for the Zoom meeting, so we know how many people.
We'll announce this, so think of your friend or your animal. Coming up.
Alright, this is already coming up this Saturday. Our Big City of Paris parade and the library has a float. So we're going to have a float out here. Oh, you found a bell? Awesome. That's a magical bell. So if you guys want to participate and either come and help decorate that day or just want to ride on the float and smile and wave, we would like for you to be out here this Saturday at 5 o'clock so we can get everybody on the float, on the trailer, in the pickup situated, and then we'll drive over to the courthouse and get in our line, whichever spot in line we're supposed to be. And then you can be in the Christmas parade. Instead of standing out on the street watching it, you get to be in the parade.
And it's a night parade, there'll be lots of lights.
Yes.
The float is required to have at least 1,000 lights, any float in the parade.
And
It'll
dress
be
warm.
nice, my first time doing this. So.
Yeah, dress warm too, okay? So the library closes at 1 o'clock on Saturday, so we can prepare. If you just want to ride on the float, I have a sign-up sheet, so we kind of have an idea of how many people we will have. So be here at 5 o'clock Saturday, and you can
Try to wear red so you look like Santa, right?
Yeah, you can wear hats, sin hats,
Whatever you wanna
whatever,
do.
dress warm.
Wish your stomach could be
Yeah,
nice.
so And then we have our fabulous party coming up on December 7th. It's a Tuesday. Santa Claus will be here and Mrs. Claus. And they might read a story. We'll have hot cocoa. And that's also part of when the group is going to do the storybook walk around town.
And you might see a therapy animal. The therapy animal might do a walk. So that is the 7th. So you might get a gift at the end and have some hot chocolate.
Yes. We have this advertisement, those blue sheets over there, the blue flyers, if you want to take one home as a reminder. And we want to thank you for coming to story time today, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And now we're already into December with more holiday stuff coming up, so thank you for being here. And we are going to sing our closing song. There we are, in our circle. Yes, in our circle. I want to hear your pretty voices.
Friends, man.
Want to stand over here?
You guys coming up?
I'll move down so you can listen and we don't want to leave anyone out. There you go. We're going to sing the more we get together. I want to hear your pretty voices. Come on in. Come on in. And then you'll get the connected dot sheet. Are you ready? Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. And your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yay! You guys are great. You guys are great. Okay, make sure you get a sticker from Katie. Oh, we have to say goodbye to our Facebook friends.
Say goodbye, Facebook friends.